Thanks for joining us at English Podcast, where learning English feels simple and enjoyable.
We share stories, real conversations, and tips to help you grow day by day.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep creating for you. Let's paint a picture with words. Imagine a beach, a very special beach, at the moment the sun starts to rise. The sand is still cool from the night, and the air is crisp, meaning fresh and clean.
Yes, and the sky is beginning to change color. It's not quite dark anymore, but not fully light. It's that magical time between night and day, called twilight or dawn. Imagine those beautiful soft colors.
On this beach, there's a lone figure, a man named Alex. He's sitting close to the water's edge, letting the gentle waves wash over his feet. He's been coming to this beach every morning for years, making it a habit.
He finds it incredibly peaceful. It's his way to reflect, to think deeply about life. The rhythmic sound of the waves, the vastness of the ocean, it helps him clear his mind and feel connected to something bigger than himself.
He's not here to swim or sunbathe. Not today. He just sits there, completely still, watching the sunrise. It's a ritual for him, something he does to appreciate the beauty of the world.
Imagine the scene. The colors of the sky are reflected in the wet sand, making it glisten. The waves roll in and out, a constant and soothing rhythm. Alex breathes in the salty air deeply. He feels a sense of calm wash over him.
As the first hint of light kissed the horizon, a lone figure emerged from the dunes. This was Elias, and he walked towards the water's edge, his footsteps sinking slightly into the damp sand. He had a contemplative look on his face. Contemplative means thoughtful, like he was deep in thought.
He wasn't just admiring the view, though. Elias was grappling with a big decision. Grappling with means struggling with, trying to deal with something difficult. He had been offered a new job in a new city, a big opportunity, but it meant leaving everything he knew behind.
The waves rolled in, each one different, yet part of the same ocean. This reminded Elias of his own life, the constant ebb and flow, the changes, the uncertainties. Ebb and flow is a good phrase to remember. It describes the way something rises and falls, like the tide.
He picked up a smooth, gray stone, turning it over in his hand. It felt cool and solid, a small piece of permanence in a world of constant change. He thought about the familiar comfort of his current life. His friends, his family, the cozy little cafe he visited every Sunday morning.
The rising sun painted the sky with vibrant hues of orange, pink, and purple. It was a spectacle of breathtaking beauty. Spectacle means a visually impressive display or scene, and hue refers to a particular shade of a color.
Watching the waves crash against the shore, Elias felt a sense of calm wash over him. The rhythmic sound, the salty air, it was therapeutic. He realized that change can be both frightening and exhilarating. Exhilarating means exciting and invigorating, it makes you feel happy and alive.
He closed his eyes, took a deep breath of the fresh sea air, and listened to the symphony of the ocean. He thought about the potential adventures that awaited him in the new city, the chance to learn and grow, to meet new people and experience new things.
He thought about the word, opportunity. What did it truly mean? Was it a chance to chase a dream, or was it a risk that could lead to disappointment? He knew he had a tough choice to make, a real dilemma. A dilemma is a situation where you have to choose between two difficult options.
So, to quickly recap what's happened so far in our story: the beach at sunrise. Our main character, an older man named Arthur, is sitting on the beach at dawn, watching the waves. He's feeling a bit lost and unsure about his life choices. He's contemplating, that means he's thinking deeply about his past.
Exactly. He's looking back on his life, both the good and the bad. He's remembering his childhood dreams, his career, and his family. He's at a point in his life where he's reflecting, or thinking carefully, about everything he's experienced. He's trying to find some meaning in it all as he watches the sunrise.
Right. He's particularly focused on a specific memory, a moment from his youth. He remembers being a young boy, full of energy and big dreams, playing on a beach very similar to this one. He feels a pang of something. Regret maybe? Or perhaps just nostalgia, a longing for the past.
Yes, and we've also learned that Arthur recently retired. This big life change has given him a lot of time to think, perhaps too much time. Retirement is a time of transition, when you stop working and enter a new phase of life. This transition can be difficult for some people, and it seems Arthur is struggling with it a little. He's trying to figure out who he is now that he's no longer defined by his job.
He's searching for peace and purpose. He sees the ceaseless, or never-ending, motion of the waves, and he starts to compare it to the journey of life. He notices how the waves rise and fall, just like the ups and downs we all experience.
And that's where we left off. He's starting to connect with the natural world around him, finding some solace, or comfort, in the rhythm of the ocean. It seems like he's on the verge of some kind of realization, a deeper understanding of himself and his place in the world. We'll see where his thoughts take him in the next part of the story.
As the sun climbed higher, the beach started to get busier. Families arrived, unfolding their colorful beach towels and setting up umbrellas, those portable shades that protect you from the sun. It was a cheerful scene, a stark contrast to the quiet solitude I'd enjoyed just moments before.
The word, solitude, is a nice one, isn't it? It means a state of being alone, often by choice and usually peaceful. Like the quiet solitude of the beach at dawn.
Exactly. And stark contrast is a good phrase too. It emphasizes a big difference between two things. The noisy, busy beach was a stark contrast to the peaceful, empty one.
I started to think about the waves, how they endlessly crash on the shore, then retreat, only to return again. It reminded me of life's ups and downs, the constant ebb and flow of challenges and triumphs.
That's a lovely analogy. Ebb and flow is a useful expression. It describes something that increases and decreases in a regular pattern, like the tides, or like the good times and bad times in life. A young boy, maybe 5 or 6 years old, ran past me, his tiny feet kicking up sand. He was chasing a seagull, laughing with pure, unadulterated joy. It was infectious.
Unadulterated means pure, not mixed with anything else. Unadulterated joy is pure happiness, not spoiled by anything. His laughter snapped me out of my reflective mood. I realized I'd been so caught up in my own thoughts, I'd almost forgotten to appreciate the simple beauty around me.
We've all been there, lost in thought and unaware of our surrounding. That's why being present is so important, isn't it? Savoring the small moments, appreciating the simple joys. I smiled, feeling a sense of contentment wash over me. It's strange how the smallest things, the warmth of the sun, the sound of the waves, the laughter of a child, can bring so much happiness.
Contentment is a feeling of quiet happiness and satisfaction. It's a peaceful feeling, like everything is right in the world, at least for that moment. It's a word we should all strive to experience more often. True contentment often comes from appreciating the simple things, as you said.
Absolutely. And realizing that happiness isn't some far-off destination. It's right here, in these moments by the sea. Okay, let's quickly recap the story so far. A man, feeling lost and overwhelmed by life, goes to the beach at sunrise. He's hoping to find some peace and clarity. The beach is deserted, which gives him a sense of solitude, a feeling of being completely alone, which he needs right now. He starts reflecting on his life, thinking about his past choices and where he wants his future to go. He realizes he needs to make some changes.
Exactly. As he watches the waves, he starts to see a parallel, a similarity, between the rhythmic ebb and flow of the tide and the ups and downs of his own life. He notices how the waves crash on the shore, then recede, just like how challenges appear in life, and then, eventually, they fade away. This gives him a new perspective, a new way of looking at his problems.
He remembers specific difficult moments, losing his job, arguments with loved ones, and he begins to see them not as failures, but as part of the natural rhythm of life, like the waves. He starts to understand that difficulties are temporary, not permanent.
Yes, and the sunrise itself symbolizes hope and new beginnings. The vibrant colors painting the sky give him a sense of optimism and renewal. He feels revitalized, like he has the energy to face his challenges and make positive changes. He realizes he has the power within himself to shape his future.
He decides to be more present, to appreciate the small moments in life, and not dwell, or focus too much, on the negative things. He leaves the beach feeling a sense of peace and determination he hasn't felt in a long time.
So, the story is about finding solace, or comfort, in nature, and using the metaphor of the waves to understand life's challenges. It's a reminder that even in the midst of difficulties, there is always hope for a new beginning, just like the sunrise.
He learned a valuable lesson that day on the beach: to embrace the ebb and flow of life, and to always look towards the sunrise, towards the hope of a new day and a better future. It's a simple story, but a powerful one.
And it reminds us that sometimes, all we need is a quiet moment in nature to reflect and gain a fresh perspective on our lives. It shows the power of nature to heal and inspire us.
Thanks for listening to English Boost. Remember, practice a little every day and you'll see big results. See you in the next episode.